A number of people in our area have reported they've fallen victim to sextortion scams so far this year. That means they're paying somebody online in order to not post their explicit photos.
And the use of AI technology is making it even harder for victims to know what's real and what's not. 10 on your side's Amy Avery shows us how the FBI is working to find out who is on the other side of the keyboard. Amy?
Well, Tom and Lena, AI technology is taking these scams to the next level. Bad actors can use your voice, videos from social media, or even photos of you or your kids to exploit you and trick you into sending them money.
AI is definitely good for society. It's going to help everything from healthcare to cybersecurity, right? But bad guys are quick to use that same technology against us.
A crime that's been around for a long time is gaining new momentum. Sextortion is when someone threatens to distribute sensitive material like explicit images, unless you provide them with money or more pictures. But artificial intelligence is taking this crime to the next level. FBI Norfolk Assistant Special Agent in Charge Jason Bilnoski says bad actors are using the technology to their advantage and creating images that aren't even real.
So it only takes a very small sample of audio or video or even a still image to create a deep fake.
Virginia Beach police say these crimes usually start with a simple online conversation through social media or a dating app.
What they thought was a female then tells them that they have recorded or saved the images, and if they don't pay them a certain amount of money, they'll send it out to their family or coworkers.
Virginia Beach Police Detective Preston Vaughn says they see both adults and teens falling victims to scams like this. He says the minors, though, may not see it coming.
We don't want them, getting too far depressed.
Sextortion, especially with minors, is nothing new. Unfortunately, we've seen an uptick in that activity over the last few years. Combine that with deepfake technology and AI, they're still targeting the youth because they know they are vulnerable.
In 2022, nearly 40,000 people were victims of extortion across the U.S. Bilnoski says this is a very underreported crime, so stats could be up to 25% higher. One Virginia Beach man told police they talked to and exchanged photos on a dating app with someone they thought was a woman. One day he got a call from a man claiming to be her father. The man threatened to turn him into police for child pornography charges unless he paid. The victim sent more than $3,000.
Traditionally, when we saw business email compromises, right, someone would send you an email saying, please wire me money for this owed debt. Combine that now with deepfake technology, that email could then be followed up with a phone call.
Bilnoski says in most cases, whether the actors are domestic or international, they're organized criminal groups who know how to prey upon their victims. Detective Vaughn says in the past 6 years that he's been investigating these crimes, he's only known of 2 that have ties to the U.S.
They're coming back to places like Morocco, Nigeria, just overseas countries.
Another Virginia Beach victim told police they started an online relationship in 2016. They had been talking and exchanging photos with the person for several years. Then 7 years later, the victim wanted to break things off and the suspect got upset. The suspect demanded $500 to not release the victim's nude photos and even sent threats like, "Watch how I ruin your life." Bilnoski says AI and deepfake technology make it harder to know who's on the other end of the keyboard.
With some quick searches and sometimes use of places in the dark web, they can quickly find tools that help them advance their criminal activity.
Bilnoski recommends tightening your privacy settings and running reverse image searches of yourself and your kids. And if you or someone you know does fall victim, the most important thing to do is come forward.
You will be treated with respect and dignity, and that we're going to move to hold these actors accountable.
The National Center for Missing and Exploited Children also has resources that will help remove images from the internet. We'll also link those over on wavy.com. In the newsroom, Amy Avery, 10 on your side.